Hey, I'm Kevin with Omyad. Today we're going to show you the proper maintenance on the flushing valve. So if your flushing valve may be having some issues, the first thing I want you to try is on the solenoid handle. I want you to move that solenoid handle to an open and closed position to make sure that the solenoid is closing the filter. If not, then we want to be able to check the valve. So this is how we do it. So we'll take the two tubes off here. Loosen this nut off, and when it comes off, you're going to have a spring inside of it. So spring comes back, you can hear that, and then you'll have this piece. Make sure that you put it down in a safe area. Grab a pair of needle nose and just gently come back. Wiggle this back and forth, and then you'll get the flush valve. And what we're looking for on the flush valve is see if there's any damage to any of the gaskets or any damage to the sill holder. If the sill holder knob here has been smashed because somebody put it in incorrectly, that will cause the valve to stick open. So you want to make sure this is moving up and down very smoothly. And the last thing is we want to be able to show that there's no damage to the tripod or the three legs of the valve. And we'll show you what a good one looks like and a bad one. All right, so if the legs have been bent at all, that can also damage the valve so it won't work properly. So we want to make sure it looks like the new one. Now, after we inspect everything and it looks right, what we want to do is yearly maintenance on the flush valve. What we want to do is put a little bit of O-ring lube. So we just take a little bit of lube. This is silicone grease. It can be picked up at a couple places. We also sell it at Omyad. And what we're going to do is we're going to just lightly coat all of the O-rings that are on the flush valve itself. Just lightly coat them all. Every year we suggest this. And one more at the bottom of it. So there's 3 of them that we did. Right here on the lower part, the sill holder, and the piston itself. Once we do that, we're ready to go ahead and assemble it again. When we assemble it, it is very important that we assemble it correctly. This knob here needs to make sure that we're going into this black cover correctly, and we'll show you how to do that. So when it slides together, it will pull in and pop into place and hold into place. If it's holding into place like that, then you know you've done it right. And now that we've got this assembled back together correctly, when we put it back into the flush valve, it's very important that we make sure that we're putting it in correctly. It does not need to be forced. It has a little sweet spot, and you know that you're doing it right because it will slide in nice and easy just like this. And then when you go ahead and tighten up the green nut, we just need to go hand tight and take the wrench that came with the filter and just do a little snug. And then that way you've got your valve back together.